Hey everyone, it is officially January 17th, and here is your evening news breakdown. As always, these breakdowns are going to be less than 10 minutes in length. They're going to run through all the news you may have missed over the past really 24 hours, but especially over the past 8 to 10 hours during the workday. And I'm just going to cover it all. To all the paid subscribers who have joined, thank you so much. Your support is invaluable and helps me continue doing this work. So if you want to continue supporting my work and you haven't yet, please click the button below this video and become a paid subscriber today. As an independent journalist, platforms like Substack allow me to do this work because of paid subscribers like you. So thank you so much. To all the free subscribers, you don't have to become a paid subscriber. I still appreciate you nonetheless. So thank you so much as well. Now, diving right into the news, the big news of the day is obviously the TikTok ban, right? This morning, the United States Supreme Court, in a per curiam decision, which means essentially unanimous, 9-0, it's an unsigned opinion, ruled that the TikTok ban was constitutional, that although there were some First Amendment concerns, that the national security interests of the federal government outweighed any First Amendment concerns posed by the ban. And as a result, the January 19th, which is Sunday, in just 48 hours, TikTok will be banned in the United States, unless action is taken by either President Biden or President elect Donald Trump. Now, the Biden administration released a statement shortly after the Supreme Court opinion was released and said that TikTok should be available for Americans and said that it will not enforce the ban on the 19th. So there's a 36-hour window between when the ban takes effect at midnight on the 19th to noon when Donald Trump takes office on Monday. And in this 36 hours, the Biden administration will not enforce the fines associated with hosting TikTok if you're an app store like Apple or Google, or even like a company like Oracle or PayPal that host US data. But is the word of the Biden administration enough? That's unclear. Now, as it currently stands, it looks as though TikTok will still be online on the 19th, but even that is uncertain. We don't really have many answers. TikTok CEO put out a statement praising incoming President Donald Trump and essentially saying thank you for working with TikTok to finding some type of resolution, because it is expected that on Monday, the 20th, one of the many executive orders that Donald Trump signs will be an extension of the TikTok ban, which will be much more legally binding, essentially, and enforceable. So we'll see what happens. But right now, the odds that TikTok is completely banned in the United States come Monday, end of day, are not too great. There's still a possibility, anything can happen, but it is looking likely that on Monday, at least, Donald Trump will extend the ban date. So we'll see what happens. Trust me, when I know, you will know. So there is that. In addition, Donald Trump's inauguration plans have taken a bit of a hit today. They are actually no longer having the inauguration outdoors. They will be having the inauguration indoors now because of extreme frigid temperatures that are supposed to hit Washington, D.C. Now, a number of Republicans are upset about this because they're like, well, Donald Trump has been able to withstand extreme heat and extreme cold before. Why are we moving it inside now? Donald Trump, on his part, released a statement saying that it's to protect not only him and those around him, but also to protect everyone coming to Washington, D.C. If you were attending Washington, D.C. for the inauguration, note that your tickets are no longer valid to enter the inauguration grounds. Only a small sect of individuals will be able to witness Donald Trump and J.D. Vance being sworn in inside the Capitol Rotunda. That's usually special guests and members of Congress. Then there's expected to be some type of parade hosted inside at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. It's very interesting. Democrats are actually ridiculing Donald Trump for saying, listen, apparently he wants to invade Canada where it's extremely cold, but he can't withstand the cold standing outside. So we'll see what happens. Now, meanwhile, Governor Gavin Newsom in California has ordered that all flags be flown at full staff during Donald Trump's inauguration, following the lead of Governor Kay Ivey of Alabama and the governor of Greg Abbott in Texas. This has caused some controversy because of the U.S. policy that flags be flown at half staff for the 30 days following the death of a president, current or former. And as you know, President Carter passed away less than 30 days ago, so the flags should have been flying at half staff. But in California, like in Texas, like in Alabama, they will be flown at full staff. Now, CNN has also faced some issues today as it was found liable by a jury in Miami, Florida, and is now forced to pay at least $5 million for defaming an individual associated with the Afghanistan withdrawal. According to the allegations in the lawsuit, CNN made false statements about an individual claiming that he was essentially profiting off of the withdrawal. That turned out to be not true by a jury, and the jury awarded CNN $5 million. And that number could actually increase even more, given the fact that punitive damages have not yet been decided as well. On the confirmation front, today, multiple Trump nominees were scheduled to have confirmation hearings. The big one is obviously Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota, who is nominated to be the next director of Homeland Security. That nomination is likely to go through. She is a controversial pick, but she is not one of the most controversial picks that Donald Trump has nominated. Now, she's not the only one that was up for nomination today. Also, the HUD secretary nominee was questioned by senators. He is also one that is likely to sail through. Now, the New York Times is also reporting that RFK Jr., Donald Trump's nominee to be the Secretary of Health and Human Services, actually tried to block the rollout of COVID vaccines about 6 months after the rollout began. That is certainly going to be brought up during the confirmation hearings. So we will see what happens. And finally, I don't know if you all saw a letter circulating on Capitol Hill from Progressive Hill staffers yesterday who demanded that members be giving them a 32-hour work week. Well, they have rescinded that 32-hour work week request. That's all the news from today. If you like this content, if you want to see more, comment below and let me know. I read all your comments. Let me know if you have any suggestions as well. And if you aren't a paid subscriber yet, please click the button below, become a paid subscriber, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for your support.